It's a little church down from the Sheraton hotel that we're staying, right outside of Frankfurt. There are a lot of sycamore trees here in Frankfurt.
This square here is called Monroma. So that anyone who can speak German would be able to understand the quote that's written around it. Heinrich Heine in 1820 wrote the words, the translation is, that was only a prelude where they burn books. This is for the European Union. The red and the white is the colour of Hesse, which is the state that we're in. The next one along, the tricolour, is the German flag. And finally on the far right, you've got the flag of Frankfurt with the imperial eagle. There's also an eagle on the statue in front and on the door. It's a symbol of power, which was very common back in those days.
This is a steel pedestrian bridge across the Main River in Frankfurt. The German name for this bridge is the Eisenstadt. Some more of the sycamore trees down here by the Main River. There's a little park with the trees in it and lining it.
And if you do want to get off to get a few photos here.
Here is the Pfalz, which you always see when you go down the Rhine.
They used to have the train across the river.
Oh, yeah.
Remember where they wouldn't allow to bring it up?
Right there.
You look at it like that.
Oh, okay. And then just press that.
Right.
This is one of the biggest beer stein shops in Germany. This is in St. Door, and this is a freestanding cuckoo clock. going to get on a boat and ride it from St. Gore to Beaufort. Here's our boat. It is going to take us from St. Gore down to Beaufort. This is St. Gorhausen that we're looking at. For any of you that have been on the Alpenfest tours early, you'll notice the rectangular tower where we used to go for the wine tastings.
Ist die schmalste und tiefste Stelle vom Rhein. Der Rhein ist 160 Meter breit, aber 30 Meter tief.
That we now see on the left-hand side was erected in August 1984 and sculpted by Russian sculptor arrivals in Switzerland.
左边和正中央矗立的是罗勒莱塑像，前方您看到的陡峭山崖高127米。
There's a train going through a tunnel, and you can see some of the RVs people bring to the Rhine for vacation. This is the Kotz Castle above St. Gorhausen. This is the Rheinfels Castle above St. A church with a bar attached to it. The only way into the church is through the bar. Little square in Beaufort. And in the background here is the cafe where I had some potato salad and goulash soup. This is the promenade on the Rhine in Beaufort. And this is the way you get from one side of the Rhine to the other when there's 40 miles between here and a bridge.
changed to this in the 16th century. They reckon it was built at least in the year 1231, but probably actually earlier.
This is the relics and tomb of the three wise men in the Cologne Cathedral. And of course, the Pied Piper statue. Now this is in the Hamburg Harbor, and we're on a sightseeing boat.
Ihr seid. So, ich sagte gerade, liebe Gäste, Hafen Hamburg, zweitgrößter Seehafen Europas nach Rotterdam. Und es ist ein offener Tidehafen. Alongside the beach.
You can see the paddles on this boat.
The way, ladies and gentlemen, to the North Sea, 110 kilometers. Container bridge is 40 meters and that's kind of the bridge liner. A really good container bridge liner, able to load, reload an hour. 25 containers. Aus der Avalanche mit dem Heimathafen Singapur. Der Schiff wird durch die Schlepper.
Now that you're the one, who else could matter to me? Now that you're the one, whoever else could.
On the locks, some of the locks, on the canals in Hamburg. We don't often think of Hamburg as having canals like Venice and Amsterdam and Bruges, but it does. This is the Spree River that goes through Berlin. This is called the Brotherly Kiss. Brezhnev and the president of the East Berlin.
Das ist aber schon seit 3 Jahren.
This is the Holocaust Memorial. This is all the remains of the This is the original old wall around Berlin from the 1200s. Of course, they have made some patches with those bricks in more recent times.
Berlin to see. So this is, whenever you see pictures of Berlin, they almost always will have this particular structure. It'll be this and the TV tower, just about the two main things. There's lots of souvenirs you can buy that show the skyline of Berlin, obviously kind of stylized. A little bit naughty, I'm just going to pull up here. If anyone wants to jump off for a quick photo, please feel free to do so. We can't stop here too long, but if you're...
Actually, what you do is get 3 rows.
Everything, of course, was badly destroyed by the bombs of Second World War around Nikolai Quarters, and the area has been rebuilt, so it's become quite, you know, quite...
We are looking down on Berlin from the
Aber alles sieht aus wie ein Modell. Guck mal, wie klein die ist.
Gegenüber ist die Uni.
This is the bar up in the TV viewing tower.
This is going to look like in future. It's already been started, you see, where all these cranes.
American Embassy in Berlin. The Reichstag. This store sells merchandise with the figurine or whatever you want to call it of Appelmann, which is the little man in the stoplights that were in Eastern Germany. It's a picture of what Checkpoint Charlie looked like in 1953. And this is in 1961. This is a reconstruction of the sign that was here back before the falling of the wall. Of course, it's just a mock-up now.
Ice cream time.
And these are people dressed up in the uniforms of that day.
Das ist doch alles aufpassen.
This is the Wannsee Villa, where the Germans met to make
why it's called the Great Right. And the strip, for no other reason than to get out to see this other way of light. Yeah, that big room. Oh, well, water down. No way.
We had a, I mean, obviously something about it.
This is the Glenacher Bridge, where the spy swaps of the 80s took place. This is a view from the Glenacher Bridge. This shows the border on the bridge between West and East Germany until '89 when the wall came down.
I think it's only 2012 according to the date that it was built. It's really good though because one of the things that I do notice when you stand up in the gardens, it's hard to appreciate how big it actually is. So we're just near the windmill, as you can see. So we're here at the moment. And the Sanssouci Palace, which we just drove past, we just drove on this road past the back of it. So we're going to go around to the other side. It takes you onto looking at the terraces. And then there is all of that as well. But you can see that we're looking at a couple of miles away. So the scale of this height is enormous. So the reality is there is just you can see that it's got quite a lively exterior, so it's meant to reflect joy of living out here. But the garden is all cleaned up.
Back of the Sanssouci Palace, which is designed after the one in Versailles.
Oh, are you?
This is the little lake that the restaurant backs up to. Now we're in Dresden, and this is the Opera House. This is the famous porcelain wall, completely constructed out of porcelain. Shows the rulers down through the ages. This is the Catholic Church in Dresden, where the heart of Augustus is kept. This is looking at the old city. Well, I say old, it was actually rebuilt after World War II when this whole city was destroyed. But anyway, Dresden from the bridge.
Also hier gefällt es mir nicht.
Ja?
Ja.
Das ist schön.
Immer mehr da. Ich bin noch eine Weile da.
Direkt als Ampel, oder?
Hier ist der Hellbild, bei der nächsten Bühne haben die dann die Luftverstärkung. Genau, von da, ja. In dem Bad ist das super.
This is the huge cake knives that they cut a cake at Christmas and sell it for charity.
You can see the lake around. Yeah. I just kindly ask you not to walk down to the park because some tours ago we lost it.
We're in the little town of Muttleraruth, which had the interesting distinction of being split right in half. We're on the border between the eastern and western Germany in Muttleraruth. Here's a smaller watchtower and the barbed wire fence, barricades that they used to have up around here, and all the signs warning you about crossing from the east to the west or vice versa.
And so these people, I guess, are on the west, from the west side, and then look at that, and those people are stuck in Eastern Europe and Eastern Europe.
Here's a section of the wall that they left standing. And I'm up in the guard tower, and this is a view looking out from the guard tower. But I have a camera, not a gun. Looking down the ladder, I had to come up to the top of this guard tower.
Now I can draw.
Here is some apple strudel I bought. It comes with whipped cream and a little dip of ice cream. This is in Muttleraruth. A little farm in Muttleraruth with the chickens. This is Nuremberg and the city wall and the fortress. A statue of Beethoven in Nuremberg. Part of the old city wall in Nuremberg. This is the Glockenspiel on the Frauenkirche. This is the interior of the Frauenkirche. They say if you can reach up there and spin those little things at the top, it's good luck. That's why people are climbing up on the fence to try to reach them.